What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I am your host, Sean C. And as you can see tonight, I am bringing you a live stream from the couch area. I told y'all, man, I said, look, once I got the studio going, I was going to start, doing stuff from different locations. If you've been watching the videos lately, you see I've been actually recording from different perspectives and different angles. So again, I just want to make it interesting, want to make it fun. Plus, I could be at my desk, but this is a lot more comfortable right now to be able to chill, talk to you guys tonight, stuff like that, all right? So listen, tonight is an interesting subject. I had multiple ways that I was going to go with this video. Matter of fact, one of the lead videos I was going to use to be able to talk about tonight's topic, I actually created a brand new folder, and I put that video in its own folder because that topic deserved to have its own discussion. Tonight, before I get more into the intro, I'm actually going to start off tonight's live stream with the video that actually is the title, obviously the title of tonight's live stream, right? Where this therapist that you all have seen on the channel that I've presented, she makes an interesting perspective. And I'm going to talk about everything. I'm going to talk about all aspects of what she said because I don't want y'all to get it twisted. And if you're a woman listening, I don't want you to get it twisted either. This woman is not saying, this therapist is not saying that men don't have issues. Hell, they do. And I'm actually going to I actually have a video clip addressing one of the issues tonight. One of the issues that sparked such debate in a previous video, just to show that I am in agreement that some men need to get their shit together. Men need to get their shit together, period. That's why we talk about men being on their purpose here. We'll get there. But she brings up a point that I've made multiple times here. Right? I always say that simps is like one of the biggest, simps is keeping this thing going. That's one thing I've said. But on the flip side, women control access. And women could just simply change their behaviors, hold each other accountable, and all of this changes. I want y'all to hear this therapist. I will also get to the gents here in a little bit to see who we got here tonight. So don't think I forgot about you guys, but I want to get into this first video. When I start playing it, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it. Let's get this banner off the screen.
We have a shared issue between men and women when it comes to the problems that are happening in relationships and family. It doesn't mean an equal issue. I do see this. I see way more women on the extreme. I do. I don't think that the radical red pill is a mass of men. I see more women being more radical. All right. Now, I don't have a stat for you. I'm just going off what I see in real life, okay? Not just in the media. I don't want to hear it. In real life with my real ears and my real eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just in life. And then also I'm a therapist, right? So it's in what I'm seeing in individuals and what I'm seeing in couples as well. I see more women that are more radical that are closer to the radical feminist side than I see men on the radical red pill, radical male side. That's what I see. Now, if you see something different, you're welcome to put it in the comments. I'm going to own that is what I see. That's how I'm perceiving this. I think that the radical red pill is much more fringe.
Listen, I'm sorry. Y'all going to see me mess up tonight. Please bear with me. This is the first time that I've done a live stream from this location. But let me tell you guys that I mean, listen, this is crazy, right? Like, I even have my girlfriend, right? My girlfriend will even tell me babes, I noticed something today. I saw this, this person I worked with said this and that. And all I could think about was you and your channel and the stuff that y'all talk about, you and the gents talk about. And then she and I told y'all, we like to have date night. And we'll go out and we'll just be sipping on something and just looking around. And we see everything that we're talking about. So this therapist, subjectively, she said, she was just like, look, when I see going out, this is what I'm observing. I am telling y'all, I am observing this. Look, I'll even give y'all another example of something I see, right, that we talk about. You see in the titles of multiple channels and stuff like that. When we're out, okay, and I've said this on the channel, when we're out, when she and I are out, it'll be couples like us that are out just kind of, dressed up, want to have a good evening. You'll still see young women out. You'll see all the girls that's outside out, right? You don't see as many young men out there. You don't see as many young men out there getting crazy no more. You know what you see? You see dudes with the grays. You see us out there. You see older gentlemen just chilling, having a good time, just, sipping on something, But you know what else I see? I see groups of these women that's outside huddled together, hanging out together, okay? The young dudes ain't out like that. The older dudes ain't really out like that too, but again, they're not out there tricking off money. A lot of them just out there just chilling, just, right? Maybe it's their favorite spot like mine where, you get the right DJs, the vibe is good, the music is good, because that's what we do. That's what you see. You see us out there, right? The ones who have some money to be able to still go out right now. So what she sees, I have observed, right? I'm telling y'all. So let's get to this part. Again, I can't do none of this without you guys, okay? Y'all support and everything helps keep the channel going. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I want to see who we got up in the house tonight. Thank you all for being patient. Normally, I know we start around 4:30, but again, I was setting all this up. Y'all should see, okay? The desk area that y'all office area y'all normally see is right across from me, right on the other side of the room. And then I had to set up all kind of lighting and everything. I bought a monitor, okay? I bought another monitor just so I can see what's going on here, right? To watch the video clip as we're watching it. That's how serious I am and committed to TSG Uncut. Bought another monitor, okay? So shout out to you all, especially to the gents out there who have, contributed to the channel, who are my members. Thank you all for supporting and sticking with me in this channel. We're going to get better. We're going to do more. I promise you. I'm just working through a lot. So y'all sponsors, y'all bought this monitor, okay? Y'all hook up the monitors, okay? Y'all the ones that make TSG go. And I can't do it without you. So I'm going to go shout out some of you guys tonight. I don't know why I just did that. I meant to take this off the screen. You see? Told y'all. I'm out of look. Okay, Preston, you said a lot, bro. I can't get to all these. I'm going to get a couple of them. Preston says, yo, Sean C, TSGB, brother, homie in the Uncut Green Money City peeps. Preston, I'm glad you actually was able to make it. Preston said, yes, bro, they are exactly the problem, but they just downright don't want to admit it, accountability and all that shit. All right, Preston, let me jump to some other people. Oh, one last thing. Preston hit that like button. Have you done it yet? Hey, help hit that like button to show your appreciation for the channel and to alert other people that we're having a live stream right now. Oh, also, check this out, y'all. I'm not going to the gym after this. So guess what? Y'all got me for as long as we need to talk about this topic, all right? So we're going to do that tonight, all right? Shout out to my brother, KND, Kings and Dreams in the house. If y'all don't know, go over to this brother's channel and subscribe. This is one of my brothers here. KND, great to see you, bro, man. We gotta holler. I know I've been busy, bro. We'll catch up. We're gonna catch up. Our boss, man, always here, bro. Always supporting. Thank you so much, our boss. I appreciate you. Hey, Ron Pye couldn't make it tonight. He said sorry he couldn't be there. He said carry on. He gotta work, man. So it's all good. King is in the house. He said, what up, gents? What up, King? Great to see you. Nick the Magnificent. He said, "Sup, my guy, love your vids, man." Nick, thank you so much, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all challenged me this time. Y'all challenged me. And my girl know, right? My girl know that I know that the couple weeks that I took off from making videos, I saw the channel drop. Now, my loyal gents, y'all helped the channel up. But I'm going to tell y'all that the channel dropped like I was a new channel, right? YouTube wasn't pushing out brother videos no more. I don't know what hell happened. But let me tell y'all something, man. Because of that, I had this talk with my girl. I was like, yo, every year at this time, this happens. But you know what happens every time at this year? I step my game up, bro. Like, so one of the things I said was, it's time to get back. There's some things that I feel like I've been doing better. I've been trying to more incorporate stories into talking about things. But the thing that really made this channel grow and jump was the editing, man. And when I say, man, I got to get back to doing things the way I do. Man, I've been on point with it. I've been trying to like put all my time into making sure that editing is good, that it tells a coherent story, that is funny, entertaining. I don't even have to put as many funny clips in it anymore because the storytelling from the editing, y'all have pushed me to be a better version of myself in this next iteration in 2025. And I'm going to tell y'all, the videos also link together now too, right? I'm starting to think, okay, well, this is something that I read in the comments. I've been reading y'all comments. I try to get to as many as I can. Obviously, once it starts getting into over 100, 150, 200, it's kind of hard. So y'all got to forgive me for that. But reading y'all comments, y'all push me to make the videos I've been making lately to talk about broader topics. So, Nick, thank you so much for that because you guys have inspired me to be a better content creator and to actually not be afraid. I can say be afraid, but to try to make sure that I'm getting out a very powerful message for us gents and for the women who support us that, hey, we're out here for each other. And you know what? We're going to separate ourselves from the people who ain't willing to make moves. You see what I'm saying? So you guys have been great about that. I appreciate that. Press says, yo, brother, homie, love the setup. Oh, yeah, man. Look, again, man, this is what I talked about. I said, like, when I move, TSG Uncut has its own dedicated space now, right? And so I can film from here. I can film behind the desk. I can film standing up. There's so much I can do right now. And that's why it took a long time to get the live stream started tonight. Snaggletooth. Oh, Snaggletooth. Snaggletooth Jones. I like that, bro. He said, what go on, gents? Oh, man. Okay. We got an island dude, right? I like that. Am I missing anything? Oh, yeah. Into the Deep End podcast. He said, sup, peeps? Sup, dude? What's up, Deep End? What's going on? Talking to these people nowadays is like talking to a brick wall with no ears. Yeah, you ain't lying about that. I go on solo dates. Hey, man, look, I've been going on solo dates before it was even popular. Bro, I used to have girls ask me, like, you went to the movies, who'd you go with? I was like, I went by myself. You go to the movie by yourself? Yeah, why not? It's like, right? That even that was a problem. And let me tell you, that was years ago. Women thought it was a problem because I go to the movies by myself. They thought I had to take a date. Like, why am I going to try to find somebody to take on a date to a movie they may not enjoy? Whereas I can go watch the movies I watch and ain't nobody going to bother me, right? When I want to go see my action movies or my Marvel movies or any of that stuff like that, guess what? I go by myself. Sometimes my daughter used to come with me because she a big Marvel fan too. She and I be geeking out in the movies and stuff like that. Yeah. Why I got to go with somebody? Now, luckily, I got somebody now who comes with me to all those types of movies, and we good, bro. Solo dates, hell yeah. Shout out to XL Pro. Thank you for being here, brother. Always great seeing you, man. Thank you so much for being here. And he said, respect again for the couch. Yeah, bro. I put in that work, bro. I told you, I'm gonna make sure this place is better. You know what I mean? Salute, chat. One of the things that took me a while, thank you for that, XL Pro. One of the things that took me a while, too, is like I didn't want to start this podcast. I literally had to go out to my patio, look through my bin, and I had to get a second. Oh my God, what is that cable called? Not a coaxial cable, Ethernet cable. I needed an Ethernet cable so I can connect. Y'all can see the little white thing, right? You know, the little cable modem right there. So I got it connected into the computer. So hopefully we don't have too many interruptions, but it don't matter what happens. You could pay for it. It don't really matter, man. Entity says your editing is great for sure, man. Look, again, thank you so much for that. Again, you all have challenged me to step up. I'm going to catch a couple more comments, and we got to get into this. We do have a lot of time tonight, but we got to get into this, okay? He said, what's up, fellas? Chris Jeezy, man, thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you, XO Pro. Talking about some bullseye. 2025 is the year of the man. Chris Jeezy, you are not lying. He said, your editing grind is on point. I like a storytelling. Yes. And listen, I started thinking about that too, our boss. I said, you know what, look, some people get mad because I actually have the nerve to want to speak in my own videos. Like this is TSG Uncut. I am TSG. I am the sensational gent. Okay? So if I decide to talk, I'm going to talk. If I don't, I don't. But here's the thing. Usually when I'm speaking in these videos, it's for a reason. It's to bring the narrative along, to highlight a point that I think needs to get said, or even to break in the action. There is a reason behind everything I do. And that's why, like, it brings me to my next point. I'm going to try to, I see you there into the deep. Give me a second. I'm going to show y'all something because this is actually a part of tonight's live stream. Before we get into it, because this is going to prove a point. I want to show y'all something real quick. Let's bring this up on the screen. What the heck is going on? All right, this was a comment, okay? This was all a comment on the single mom video, and I screenshotted this a few days ago, all right? I even screenshotted my response to it, but I want you to listen to what this woman said. Check this out. I want to, and again, Chris said 2025 is the year of the man. Actually, wait, I missed that part. Yeah. So hear me out. I have been trying. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I've been very inclusive in these videos, okay? I have made the point that it's not all single moms that are an issue. Single motherhood in itself is an issue that we need to tackle. The other thing is, I talked about the other day how like men are getting dragged in a way that we don't talk about enough, right? Like, oh, it gets talked about. No, it doesn't. It gets talked about, but nothing gets addressed. People don't appreciate a dude, right? Charleston White said it best, that most men will never live to see how much people appreciated them. You'll never get to get your flowers. You'll get your flowers, and when people say, oh, I'll give you flowers, most of us are going to be dead. Most people will not hear from another soul about how they impacted other people's lives. You'll never know until you're gone. The measure of you as a man won't be tallied up until this shit is done. Whereas women get that type of congratulations and appreciation every day, right? Oh, girl, you look good. Oh, don't worry about him. You're gonna be, girl, you's a queen. You can't touch you, but like women get appreciation from other women. A man don't necessarily always see that. This comment by this woman here tells me she didn't even listen to the damn video. She didn't even pay attention to what the message was because she got in her feelings. Check this out. This woman wrote, I am not a mother by choice, right? She put by choice. She said, but she's a married woman. Now, normally I congratulate all married people that come through on the channel, right? Unless it's unless it's some of my gents who come through and say, look, man, it's not going well. And I've even said sometimes, like, man, try to work that thing out if you can. You know what I mean? Like, as the man, do what you're supposed to do. Keep your family intact if you can. And then if not, then I'll still be there to support you guys. She says, y'all love to criticize, in all caps, the only parent that stayed to do the hard work, failing to acknowledge how stressful that must be. Ain't nobody saying that being a mother ain't hard. We know it's hard. That's why some men are opting out of it, because they're like, yo, that's not where my life is at, that I want that extra struggle. Why didn't women make that choice knowing that it was going to be hard, watching other women go through the struggle? How can you watch other women go through the struggle and then put yourself in that situation? We know it's hard. That's why men don't want to. That's why, especially when it comes to black men, particularly and especially, more than half of black men are single and childless, because they know. Okay? Men know it's stressful. Wait. I didn't even read this part. She said, failing to acknowledge how stressful that must be. Men know it's stressful. So we know it's stressful, but we're not acknowledging it, I guess she's saying. That's why they routinely leave. Oh, no. They leave, right? They leave because they weren't trying to have a baby. They was just trying to hit it or quit it, right? Or they leave because modern women today are really good at running men off. All right. Now check this out. Here's this last part. Most of these men know they couldn't do a better job. I couldn't believe she wrote that shit. I want y'all to hear my response. Ma'am, you are a married woman and a mother. Oh, I said and a mother. She wasn't a mother. I read that wrong. But you felt you needed to comment on this issue that does not even affect you because you felt you needed to come to the aid of women in this discussion. Additionally, you felt the need to shame men at the end of your statement. And you are wrong. The stats say you are wrong. And this is part of the problem. Women get coddled in their bad decisions, particularly by other women. This is why they continue to make bad decisions. If you are not using your voice as a married woman to press upon women not to be a single mother and to marry before you carry, you are unfortunately part of this problem in the black community. This is what I wrote to this woman, because she was not, I know she didn't watch that full video. I know she did. There's no way you could have wrote what you wrote and think that that means she missed the part where I said, look, I'm not ragging on all single moms, okay? I was making a specific point. I was saying that single motherhood, that's why I even had the stats stated in there showing that, hey, statistically, if you are a single mother in a single mother household, your child is going to be more likely to suffer, to statistically be a failure. I want y'all to know they're getting rid of the Department of Education. And that's one of the things that they don't want an educated population. An educated population is not obedient. This is bigger than this, right? So while y'all getting on me talking about single mothers, you should be helping me talk about this, because y'all not seeing ahead. See, I'm playing chess. And the women that come in these comments not even playing the damn game. So this is something that I felt need to get addressed. Now we're not done, okay? I have a clip that I got corresponding to this because I want to show y'all that I think this is a serious enough discussion. Okay, check this out. I'm gonna let this play. Only a minute and some change long, but I want y'all to hear this. This dude, the way this dude is gonna respond to this young man right now was the right way, and that's the way we gonna respond to that shit on this channel. Okay, so I'm letting it be known right now my position on this because I want y'all to know. So that way, when these women come in the comments, I'm just going to refer them back to this live stream in my previous videos. Check this out. Oh, just so y'all know, real quick. Just so y'all know, I'm sipping on a pre-mix. This is a old fashioned. Shout out to the gents. And as a backup, I have a Brew Moon over here. Okay, let's get back to it. Let me know what y'all sipping on in the comments, and we'll get back to it. Oh, see, I'm out of practice. I'm so sorry, y'all.
I got 3 child's mothers and I got 5 kids.
Why the fuck are you having 5 kids with 3 different women, bro? And you're broke. Do they got you on child support?
Yeah.
All 3 baby mamas?
Nah, just 2 really.
How much you paid in child support?
800 for my daughter, 500 for my twin boys.
Goodness gracious, bro. The other 2 kids, that one ain't putting you on child support.
Nah.
This is called the cycle of poverty. Were you born into a rich family? So the cycle of poverty is you're born into a poor family and you just do dumb shit. And now your kids are going to be less fortunate because you're the only person responsible of taking care of 5 fucking kids. And how much are you making a month?
Probably 3,500.
So you left with 2,200. How much you pay for rent?
My rent 700.
My goodness, bro. How much it costs for you to feed yourself and the other 2 kids plus the woman?
Probably like 300 a month.
Are y'all on food stamps?
Yeah.
Listen, bro, at some point, you can't ruin your life anymore. You got to make a decision to stop doing stupid shit. You don't have to be a genius in life. You just have to be good at not doing dumb shit. And you've done a lot of dumb shit so far. 5 kids at 25? Bro, you need to be working 3 jobs. The one job that you're working is not going to be enough.
So listen. Again, I put this clip in here. I could have used it to make a video with all that stuff, but this I felt was the best venue to talk about this. The gents on this channel is not agreeing with these dudes out here who were just willy-nilly going ahead and creating these goddamn kids. We don't agree with it. All right? Even, listen, and if a man is honest with himself, right? And y'all might have seen this in a video. Most men can understand if a woman, has a kid, the dude didn't really want to be with her. It was like a slip up, okay. Or the dude, right? Like sometimes dudes get caught up. You have a kid, okay. What's the excuse, ma'am? And when I say ma'am, I'm talking to the woman who thought enough to put that stupid ass comment under my video, okay? Oh, you don't understand about single moms. Yes, I do understand. At what point, when the woman has 5 kids and 3 baby daddies, do we say it's her fault? At what point do we say, ma'am, how do you have multiple baby daddies, multiple kids, and it's not your fault? These dudes right here, right? Particularly in the black community, they make up a small percentage of the men having kids. It's literally less than 20% of the men creating like 70% of the kids in the black community. Like, do y'all get this shit? Oh, y'all just out there having, no, ma'am, the majority of black men in the black community are single and childless. I don't know how many goddamn ways I could tell y'all that. There are men trying to be responsible with their seed. And y'all overlook those men on a daily basis because they're not insert, okay? And we're going to talk about that tonight. That's kind of where I'm going with what the therapist was talking about. The therapist was saying, yo, everything I'm seeing is these crazy women, not the beautiful women that I showed y'all at the end of the last video I made a couple days ago. Those women are in support of us. They just not trying to be outside, and that's why they're hard to find. They're there, though. I know y'all feel like, oh, there's no good women. No, they're there. They're around. They're out there. Okay? They're out there. But they just like you. They hide. They're not going out. Because I'm going to tell you, that's not the ones who's out right now. Okay? They not the ones outside right now. I can tell you for a fact. Shout out to Shannon. Oh, this is my beautiful friend right here. Thank you so much. She was like, they start pulling excuses out of their wigs. That is crazy. Women's priorities, men's money. Having kids, child support, leave the father, rinse and repeat. Then claim the men are leaving them alone. Yes. Matter of fact, I'm so glad you wrote that, King. It's a victim mentality. Now, really sit back and think about it. People today have a victim mentality. You know why this dude right here, check it out. You know why this young man right here got however many kids, how many baby mamas, right? 5 kids, 3 baby mamas, shit like that. This is what did I tell y'all before? Men don't get away with a lack of accountability in this world, right? He on child support. His life is shit right now. It's caught up with him. The system will make it catch up with you, with a man particularly, right? That court system be finding men like heat-seeking missiles, okay? Man, Frank, you ain't never lied, man. Frank said professional victims. God dang. Thank you for that one, Frank. Miz says, what's up, fellas? Hella late. Nah, you good. I started late, fam. You all good. In all seriousness, TSG, I definitely saw the last video. The woman was definitely extorting too much. Period city for them for thinking real men are going to take in hobgoblins and rugrat gremlins. Thank you for the laugh. Nah, Miz, you cool, bro. You cool. We good. We just started. We just getting started. I haven't even we're still in the intro phase, okay? But I wanted to. Oh, sorry about that, Shannon. I thought you was my friend. I thought you was a friend of mine. Sorry about that. My bad, Shannon. My bad, bro. I thought you was my friend. She been stopped watching the channel a long time ago anyway, so I should have known better. I want to show y'all something tonight, though. Tonight, y'all know me, man. See, I'm using my laptop, and all the videos have to download before they start playing. So I apologize about the delays. It's going to be some delays tonight. Listen, there was a reason. There was a way I was going to go with tonight's videos, but I decided to go a different route tonight. I decided that I was going to show videos. If y'all notice, look what the title is. I want y'all to refresh yourself with the title of tonight's video. Therapist. I didn't say black women, whatever. I said therapist believes modern women are more of a problem than men. So I use that title. Hear me out. I want y'all to hear me out. My goal isn't to pick on black women. I just want for them to realize that they're independent. Oh, I could do anything I want to, whatever. This whole them not taking accountability, that shit has to be done. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to show y'all something. The first clip. It's not the first clip, but the first clip that I'm going to show y'all tonight. It's kind of going to go to show y'all something. This is not a black woman problem. This is a modern woman problem. This is a problem that we are seeing, okay, in most developed countries, most first world countries. And while I'm saying that, shout out to my viewers that are from other countries. I know we got brothers in the UK that's watching. I know I got people from Australia watching. I know I got people from Mexico, Germany, all around the world. Thank you all for supporting the channel. I always like to remember to give y'all a shout out because I appreciate y'all supporting this, because this isn't limited to the United States, which is why I'm gonna play this first video here. I'll get to a couple comments here in a little bit. Let's get to this video though.
You want a traditional wife, then be a traditional man. You cannot ask for stay-at-home wifey privileges if you don't have stay-at-home wifey money. You want me to clean the kitchen? I'm happy to clean the kitchen if I get to wake up at 10. I get to clean the kitchen, I get to go lounge by the pool, and then you come home at night. Like, sure, no problem. But if I'm waking up at the crack of dawn with you, we're both going to our two very demanding jobs, and then coming home, don't ask me for anything you're not willing to do.
Oh, y'all thought we was done? Nope. I'm gonna play one more video right behind this one. One more video behind this one, because again, your boy trying to prove a point.
Honestly, I don't think that what you're looking for is out there. And you sound like you're probably going to end up being alone for the rest of your life. Just so you know.
Bitch, what the fuck you know? You sell yourself.
Your husband loses his job. And he decides he doesn't want to go back to work. He wants to be a stay-at-home dad. What do you do?
Oh, fuck no. I'm leaving him. That's for sure.
You're done with him?
Yeah.
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 Everybody,
my man has to at least work 60 hours a week.
60.
60.
Dang, girl.
And I am going to be a stay-at-home. I'm not going to do shit. I'm doing nothing.
You're not doing nothing.
Nothing.
You're not going to have a job? Nothing? You're not going to work at all?
Nope. He can provide for me.
You're leaving him? You're not going to hold it down?
Nope. He's supposed to hold it down. He got to find another job.
How long do you give him before you call it quits?
A day? He should already have another job lined up.
Like, are you going to give him mental support? Like,
here, let me have this mic. I'm not doing shit. I'm doing nothing. Staying at home. I'm being a stay-at-home wife, and he's going to support me the whole time.
All right. Listen, I played those two clips for a reason. Okay? Do y'all remember that video with the black woman who had she already had kids? She got married to the dude who wound up being a stepfather to her kids. He lost his job, and that woman said, "I didn't really like him like that anyway. I told him if he lost his job, I was leaving him." There's a reason. Everything I do is for a reason, gents. I didn't have enough time to do the video exactly like I wanted to, so you may see these clips in the future. And if you do not click off the video. I have made it into something completely new, okay? Whenever you see something that looks like it's the same and you haven't seen it, click on it, because sometimes I can take old stuff and I can show you a whole different perspective using old clips, right? That's why you watch every video. Everything is a building block. Now, that woman said she left her husband because she told him in the beginning that if he was not a provider, she was going to leave him. Okay? Y'all remember that, right? This little skinny, I don't even know what you call her. Okay? I don't even know. All right? She has the nerve to say that a dude needs to be working at least 60 hours, 3 jobs. She gonna stay at home. She ain't doing shit. She ain't providing shit. She ain't no shit. She ain't helping with shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the type of woman right here that, again, the point I'm trying to make to you all. Y'all ready? Let me put myself back up on screen with this young lady. I'm actually looking at black women right now. So this for black ladies. This for black women. I have a question. Why is it that you all sound like them other type of women? Why do y'all sound like them so much? Why is it that you take their narrative And you have ran with it to the point you have alienated us, black men, your men. You have taken a narrative that they have. You took this shit to a new level. And what happens? Even this little skinny thing right here who talking all this shit, she gonna end up with a husband. The statistics say that half of white women, I'm just using her for an example, but half of white women gonna end up married. In a few years, barely a quarter of black women will find themselves married throughout the course of their life. So how is it that this little skinny thing who talking all this mess, who is a 2 at best, right? 2 or 3. How is it this woman right here gonna end up married though? How is it that our women, gents, why do they sound like the enemy? Why are they sounding like this? Why are they speaking like this? Why are they talking like this? It don't make no sense, because white women are going to end up being married. Even when they think like this. You know why? Because they eventually get it, and they say, you know what? I want my own husband more than I want to be this talking like this. Other women too. Man, say that for the cheap seats. Because it's a setup. Boom. Donald Wesley, man, thank you for being here, Donald. I appreciate you. You said lazy ass pass. And Preston, I think you meant to say olive oil sister. Yeah. Olive oil granddaughter. King says, I saw something today that states that we spent centuries farming our own food, and it took 2 generations to become dependent on processed foods. Women and kids are the dependents. Yep. That is deep, King. That is a whole nother subject. The delusional girl in white lost me after the first sentence. I was focused on the interviewer. Hey, that interviewer, she been around, man. She was actually on my video that blew up a few years ago. This is what happens when men stop simping. That video that's got like over 1.7 million views. And then Azariah says, yes, they do. It's just American culture. Exactly. Oh, my God. A naked mole rat. Zoomer Doomer, thank you for that one. She's not cute enough to stay home. Hell no. You got to go out and work on that one. Yeah, Sean, man. Good to see you. He said, wait, I can't believe it. Yes, they talk that way too. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Too many feel males just plain lazy-minded in body. Whatever category you want to put themselves in. All right, let's go back down. I'm sorry if I missed some of your comments. Miz say, because they won't go inside and be accountable to themselves. No, they won't. Thank you for that. Because whites are raised this way. Yeah, look, they will talk. They are the ones who perpetuated this talk. But they end up getting married, even if they start off that way. Listen, man. Black women learned in this last election that all that effiness talk, right? All that effiness talk that was coming from this type of women, and more than half of them voted for DJT. So they thought they had allies, but them women they voted the same way they men did. I'm just saying. I'm not making this political, so don't make it political. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about voting the way your men do, following in the lead of your men. Just saying. Yes. Who founded effinism? Just think about it. Exactly, man. That's my whole point. And hey, matter of fact, let me leave your comment up on the screen. And then the effinist movement, okay, It was some bitter ass women whose whole point was to throw society into chaos. So any woman who listens to that crap and don't have a mind of their own, if you ladies, if you want a husband, if you want a man, and you listen to that crap, you're gonna end up ruining, you're gonna wind up messing up your life. Okay? The women that know how to treat their men, keep their men. Okay? And that's the truth. All right? I'm gonna catch a couple more of these comments and we'll get to the next video. A walking disaster, dumpster hazard, demanding 6 figures, no thanks, right? Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah, I know what you meant. White effinism, wanna Beyonce bees. Yeah, wanna Beyonce bees, yep. Miss Ann been giving black women folk bad information, bad relationship advice for 100 years. Damn, King. King came off the top rope with the elbow and the figure four, the figure four, right? And the suplex, aka sisterhood slimy crooks. Listen, I'm telling you, the women that I showed y'all on this channel before, these women, when they go to college, they find their husbands. Our women, they find themselves single, independent, alone, cats, shit like that. Okay? I'm not saying there's not issues with other communities. My point today is to show you that there's issues with these other communities. My point is to show you the issues. But while you're listening to all the videos I show you today, gents, hear me out. While you're listening, think about all the black women you've heard say exactly the same things. And then look at the statistics in our community. I know you all know this stuff, but today I'm going to show you. All right? Today I'm going to show you. That's right. It was never our fight in the first place. Boom. Hey, yo, Azariah, that's what I'm going to show today. That's what I'm going to show y'all today. I knew exactly what I was doing with today's video. And I'm going to show it from a different perspective. I'm going to show it and minimally throw black women under the bus. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to prove it a completely different way. And that way, when you want to go show somebody the video, say, man, don't I like? That's why I'm going to take these same clips. That's why I'm going to tell you all ahead of time this video is coming. I'm going to use these same clips. And then I'm going to transpose what they say to what you hear our women say. It's coming. I swear to y'all, that video coming. But I want to show it to y'all. I want us to discuss it right now first before I show y'all that video. Okay? All right, check this out.
$20,000.
Sorry, let me set this up real quick. Our women are so busy talking about being entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur. Okay? Just listen to this. Just listen. This is why this is crazy. I'm not against our women having business. I'm not against women having businesses. But just hear this shit.
And you say how much you need a month?
$20,000.
$20,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So $5,000. What would you do with the other $15,000?
$5,000 is for bills. $10,000, of course, would be for business investments. Because if you're giving me money, I have to have a way to bring it back to us.
Okay. $10,000. She gonna use this for business investments. Now she said something. Hear me out. She said something that actually was very intelligent. I'm just saying. I cut it off. She said, "I'm gonna take the other $10,000, and I gotta find a way to make money to bring it back to us." Hey, yo, gents, on the surface, that sounds amazing. You give your woman money, and she talking about making you money. That's a good woman. Check this out, though.
So how much would you say you spend? How much do you pay taxes a year?
I pay in taxes?
Yeah. Because you have a business, right? So you should have
no,
an LLC.
I said to invest in future businesses. I don't have a business.
So you don't pay.
No, I don't have to pay taxes because my job, I work for myself.
Everybody got to pay
Mine.
taxes.
I pay taxes when I go grocery shopping.
Wait, I didn't even hear that last part. Did this woman just say I pay taxes when I go grocery shopping? Oh no.
It's because my job, I work for myself.
Everybody got to pay
Mine.
taxes.
I pay taxes when I go grocery shopping.
Yep, she did. That woman said I pay taxes when I go grocery shopping. Ladies, y'all might see this clip again in another video too, okay? I have another video that I'm gonna title, y'all just need to shut the hell up. Literally, that's what it's a working title, but some of y'all ladies need to just shut the hell up. This right here, talking about taxes. I don't pay no taxes. What do you mean you ain't gonna pay no taxes? Like, there's not even an intelligent answer on how not to pay taxes. Like, my God, man. My God. Yeah. I see, yep. I see every one of y'all. Yep. Look, check this out. First of all, Ari said, Azariah says, this brother is on point. Like, share, subscribe. I know I am right now. Azariah, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. Let's see what Donald says. Go on with your bad selves. It saves money, not spending on frivolous for a goofy girl's vanity and playing more for that insanity. All right, Preston, you got some competition. Donald just dropped some rhymes on you, bro. You ready for that? Ziggy, office light off. All right. Shannon laughing. He laughing at it. Black Dev, thank you for being here. She's too stupid to flip 15K. Right? Exactly. Right? What? Yep. She has a 5013C, guys. Oh no, they jumped on me. Invest in yourself and the gents who are all cold. Yeah. Shannon says, that's what kills me about some of these women. They will spew stupidity with confidence, conviction. Shannon, bro, I'm telling you, man, I got this video. I literally got the folder title. Some of y'all need to shut the hell up. And you know why I came up with that working title? Because of the woman that commented that I showed y'all in the beginning. After I read that, I was like, should I answer or should I not? And I said, well, this is a teaching moment. So I decided to use it as a teaching moment. But all I could think of is like, some of y'all need to shut the hell up, man. Seriously. I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to make points that actually help both men and women. And you still get them hoes, heifers, 304s, whatever. You still get them in the comments. Okay? Still get them in the comments saying dumb stuff. Like, I know you ain't watched the whole video. I know when people comment and they ain't watched the whole video. I know. There's no way you could come to, there's no way you can come to the conclusion that you come to without having watched the whole video. Or you're not intelligent enough to make a coherent discussion about it. Hey, Sean, I hear you about this, but hey, I've seen this or this, that, and third. Like, make me think. And it's only there's a very small percentage of women that come into the comments and make me think about my answer. Seriously. I think about all the answers, but I'm saying make me say, okay, that's a good point. Have you considered this? Like us having a discussion about it. This kind of shit make me mad, bro. But she's supposed to take your money and invest it, right? And she don't even know she has to pay taxes. Black Dev, exactly, man. Press says building together instead of fighting with one another. But women don't understand that if accountability kicked them in the head. Yes, you cannot invest my money and have no accountability. You cannot tell me I'm going to give you this much money and you don't even know the basics. Right? Man, y'all on it. I can't even keep up. All right, let's get to the next one, man. Let's get to the next clip. I'm making a point, gents. I'm making a point. This is going to be a very, very quick clip. I only have, I believe, I only have 4 clips with black women out of the teens I have, right? Because I didn't want to use the clips of them. I want to show a point. The point is, all these women sound the same no matter what color they are. Okay, the modern women, the ones who aren't sensible, not the ones who are.
If I had a flat tire, would you A, help me fix it? Like come out, help me fix it. B, buy me a new car.
There ain't really much to say here. If you didn't hear what that was just said, would you, if she had a flat tire, would you come out and help her fix it? Or would you buy her a new car? A flat tire, you're gonna buy her a new car. This clip right here, the one y'all just seen with your 2 optical cylindrical organs, okay? That's gonna make it in my video called Y'all Need to Just Shut the Hell Up. Right there, this one right here. Just that one, okay? It's gonna make it right in that video. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm convinced strong and independent means hard-headed and rebellious. Willie just says, well, I'll just be damned. Wait, she wants a brand new car just because of a tire is flat? This is why they are in debt. Hey, look, I'm gonna leave that comment up on the screen. Check this out. Check it out. I want y'all to hear this shit again.
If I had a flat tire, would you A, help me fix it? Like come out, help me fix it. B, buy me a new car.
That's insane, man. Yes. What planet are they living on? It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Look, we're not done. We got not done. This one gonna be, wait. Oh, I think I took a clip out. Did I take a clip out? Oh, interestingly enough, there was a clip I had in here tonight that I decided to take out. Oh, all right. All right, listen. Now, I'm about to show y'all. This is a clip. We talk about delusional. I actually downloaded some stats tonight or earlier because I want to make sure that I show they're going to be black women, white women, all kind of women. They all want the same thing. It's all delusional. It's kind of like, let's just watch the video. Let's just watch the video, man. Because check this out. Y'all heard this argument before. Check this out.
How tall are you?
5'9".
All right, what's the minimum height that you would date in a guy?
I love like 6'3" now.
She said because she's tall. Sorry, I'm stopping it. Let me say, her being 5'9" and wanting a dude over 6 feet tall, to me that makes sense. I don't know about 6'3", but her being 5'9", I can see this argument. But whoever edited this video clip, it's beautiful how they did this shit. Let's start it over. I'm gonna let it play, and we'll talk about it on the other side. But I wanted to set the tone real quick.
How tall are you?
5'9".
All right, what's the minimum height that you would date in a guy?
I love like 6'3" now. Because I'm tall. Like, okay. I want to wear heels and be taller than you.
How tall are you?
5'3".
What's the minimum height that you would date in a guy?
6 foot.
Ain't that crazy? The woman that's 5'9", that makes sense. But this woman 5'3" want a dude that's 8 inches taller or 9 inches taller. 9 inches taller. Why he got to be that much taller, man? Crazy.
Because I want to short.
How tall are you?
5'10".
What's the minimum height that you would date in a guy?
6'4".
That makes sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? She 5'10". That makes sense.
I dated a guy who was shorter than me. My first boyfriend, I couldn't do it. Hugging myself, he was a little pocket person. I need the height.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
All right, what's the minimum height you would date in a guy?
Listen, she at 5'6", she should be willing to date somebody 5'10", 5'9", 5'10", 5'11". Let's see what she says.
Has to be 6 foot or over.
How tall are you?
4'11".
All right, what's the
Okay, 4'11". This woman qualifies for any height of a man that's not a dwarf, okay? Any height of a man who ain't a dwarf at 4'11". Even with them heels on, she probably just at about 5'2", okay? So 5'3". She can talk to a dude 5'3" and above. Watch what she say.
minimum height you would date?
The minimum height I would date is probably about like 6'1", 6'2".
You gotta get the hell out of here with that.
What's the minimum height that you would date in a guy?
6 foot.
Why do I say that?
Because my brother is 14 and he's 6'3".
How tall are you?
5'11".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
Probably 6 foot. Don't want to look down.
She's 5'11" and she's willing to date a dude who is 1 inch taller. Hear that again. 5'11" and she's willing to date a dude 6 foot. That makes sense.
How tall are you?
I'm currently 5'7".
What's the minimum height that you would date in a guy?
My boyfriend is 6'2", so that is the minimum height that I would go for.
That's not that bad.
For a whole foot up.
How tall are you?
5'6".
All right, what's the minimum height that you would date?
6'2".
Why do I say that?
Because my exes are all 6'5".
How tall are you?
5'8".
What's the minimum height that you would date in a guy?
6 foot.
Okay, why you say that?
Because it can't be shorter than me.
How tall are you?
5'4".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 foot.
Why do I say that?
Because that's just what it's supposed to be at this point.
I didn't get a chance to listen all the way to the end, but you know how crazy work it is for these women who are saying that's the way it's supposed to be? All right, gents. I told you guys that, yep, I see y'all in the comments. Crazy. It is a bandwagon culture. But she'll have a baby by Pookie who 5'4". Right? Don't make no sense. This one is crazy. 4'11", shopping in the kids section and want at least 6'1". Yup. You guys are on it. They all are going to say around the same thing because of TV and social media. Absolutely. Now, listen, I didn't come unprepared tonight. I know sometimes I just let this shit go, but you know what? It kind of bugged me. I started doing math and shit. Right? I started doing math. And I started thinking to myself, I said, this don't make sense. So for any ladies that may find yourself this far into the live stream and listening, I want to show you something real quick, okay? I'm going to show you all some statistics. Because I want you to see that what you kind of crazy. Okay, it's not right. Okay, now check this out, ladies, gents. I know y'all know these numbers already, but we're gonna go here and we're gonna talk about it right now. Okay, if you can't see that, let's go ahead and magnify this for the good peoples. Let's go ahead and magnify this. Approximately, excuse me, everybody. I don't have my glasses on, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read this out for y'all. Approximately 14.5% of adult men in the United States are 6 feet or taller, okay? So that's the general population, around 14.5%. So let's call it 15. We'll give you 15, 6 feet or taller. 6'2", okay? Some of these women want to do the 6'2" and taller. 4% of adult men, 4%, not even 4, gents, 4% of men, adult men in the United States, 6'2". Now, here's the thing. I found this interesting, so I made sure this was in there. While only 15% are 6 feet or taller, 33% of men self-report that they are at least 6 feet tall. Why do you think men are lying about their height? They're lying about their height because of all the women saying they want men who are at least 6 feet tall. Because men can't even, you say you 5'11", 1 inch off. Like you can pick your hair up and get that extra inch. And a woman is like, nah. That's how, look, ladies, you know how silly that sounds? You know how silly it is that you won't talk to a man? You want a man who's 6 feet or taller. But if a man tells you 5'11", 1 inch difference, right? 1 inch difference in height. You won't talk to him. You won't find out about that dude. Oh, I can't do it. 5'11" is still taller than the average man. The average height of a man is like 5'8", 5'9" in the United States. So a dude who's 5'10", 5'11", those are above average heights. You still can have a tall kid with a dude who's 5'10", 5'11". You absolutely can. Matter of fact, y'all asses should want a husband that's 5'10", 5'11", because they usually want actors to be about that tall. The actors that are 5'10", 5'11", they're on TV playing dudes my height, 6'4", 6'3". They're playing the 6 foot guys, the 6'2", 6'3", but they're 5'10", 5'11". They won't even hire me. I'm too tall. Because they'll have some little short ass actress and they'll have my big ass tall ass, and they don't like that shit. I'm just saying. Because I used to want to act, y'all. Right? But they won't even hire me. They'll hire me as like, you know, the bouncer, or they'll hire me as the alien or some shit, right? But they won't hire me as a serious actor. Now, are there tall actors out there? Absolutely. I'm making a point. We're not done here. Oh, gents, I am not done. So, y'all know the statistics. I know I didn't have to tell y'all nothing. But I got more statistics. I'll show y'all something. Because again, my brain likes to deal with, okay? I like to deal with math. So let's go ahead and put this up on the screen. So I started thinking to myself, I said, self, if only 15% of men in the country are 6 feet or taller, that's not all men. It can't be. So let's do the math right now, okay? There are 165 million males and 168 million females, okay? So 165 million males. That's every male in the United States, okay? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Okay, that's all males, all males. Now this is the breakdown by age, okay? Now let's go 25 to 64. 25 to 64. That's the dating age, right? That's the sweet spot, okay? Now check this out. 67% of the population of men, 67, is between 25 and 64. This is still the dating age, whatever you want to call it, okay? If you take 67% of 165, you're going to get around, y'all can check out your calculators. I already did the math earlier, so I know what the numbers are. But it's about 98 million, okay? 98 million, all right? So 98 million men are between that age. Or sorry, let me phrase that. Yeah, so 67% of the male population is 98 million, okay? So I just bring up my calculator because I'm going to show y'all in real time. Okay? 165 times 0.67. Oh, 110. Well, damn, what did I calculate earlier? I calculated something else, 98 million. Okay, well, let's go by this, right? So 67%, 110, okay? Now, out of this, right, out of these men, about half of them are married, okay? Not that it's going to matter to some of these women, but we're going to do that. Time 0.5. So you got 55 million, okay? 55 million that aren't married. And then we're going to multiply this by the 0.15. Look what y'all get. So 8 million men. 8 million men. And this is how many women. Look, did y'all see this earlier? Look at this. 168 million women. Half of them are married. Not that that matters, but half of them. So what, 84 million women are looking for 8 million men. Crazy, right? I'm gonna show y'all some more statistics real quick. Let's see. Let's put me back up on screen so I can bring up the last set of statistics. I just want to show y'all. Check this out. So this is the marital status of people, right? So you got never married, never married. Now, the married group, this is probably where I got the number from, okay? So let's put the calculator back up on the screen. So 67.85 million men are married, okay? So what was it? 165 minus 67, let's call it 68. 68 million. Oh, that's where I got the number from. Sorry about that. Now I know. Okay. So this is from all men. 97 million men out of all the numbers, right? They aren't married. And obviously, if you multiply that by times 0.15, you're going to get something like, 13 or 14 or something like that. Oh, I did that wrong. God damn it. Let's do that again. So the 97 times 0.15. So you get, again, that's it. You still come up with 15%, 15 million. So 15%, it still works with the statistics. See what I'm saying? It perfectly balances. So you have all of these women who want only 15% of the population. They all want the same man. And they wonder why they can't find nobody. It's crazy. Bro, and we get shit because we've given them the actual stats. Like we trying to tell y'all math don't make sense. And here's the thing. This is the reason why. Right here, exactly. Black Dev. They will look at those numbers and still say, "Well, I just can't settle." I'm about to add something to what you just said, Black Dev. You ready for this? You ready for this? I'm gonna add something to exactly another statement. Not that I just can't settle, but I'm an exception to the rule. Yeah, not about those other women. See, because women will look at other women and be like, that B ain't better than me. She ain't better than me, so I got a better chance. That's the way they look at themselves. And it's delusional because it doesn't matter. You like, ma'am, the numbers don't bear it out. Check this out.
What bill does a man have to be ready to pay to date you? Rent.
The rent, like water bill, all of them. At least a fucking phone bill. Wanna come over? Them lights need to be on. Please pay my light bill. My bill only $145 a month.
That's a lot. Calm down.
Well, that's your fault, not mine. None, because I pay all my bills by myself.
You know what? That woman at the end kind of looked way too much makeup. Don't know what she is. I told y'all my stance. If a woman wears too much makeup, she a dude. So I don't know what this is, but she don't need no help. Gotta respect it. Gotta respect it. That's that real independence that we talking about over here. Yo, bro, you can't make this up, bro. Hey. I love this comment. They want it all. And we decent men tell them, good luck giving people in hell ice water first. Exactly. Oh, that's a good one. Women's competition for limited resources is funny to watch. It is. It's damn it. That, you know what? Our boss, I used to have dudes that come on here, our boss, that some older, gents that used to watch back in the day. And eventually it was like, man, sometimes this gets hard to watch. I'm like, why is watching this hard, bro? This is not hard to watch. I'm gonna tell you why it's not hard to watch. Why it should not be hard to watch. If you doing what you gotta do, we just having locker room talk. We just having barbershop talk. This is funny. This is funny to the men who are doing what they need to do. This is hilarious. This don't run or stop your life. This keeps you informed. This allows you to be able to kind of chuckle it up with each other. And we look out and look after the women who are doing what they're supposed to do. It's nothing you should lose sleep over. To me, all this shit is hilarious. Okay. My woman is probably watching now. If she's not, she probably will listen at some point in the future, and she's gonna laugh at this shit. You know why? Because it's funny. Okay, it's hilarious. Don't let this shit bother y'all, man. Ziggy, stop. Ziggy want to tell me the weather? Oh, I was like, it must be after 6. All right. Y'all gonna wait till y'all hear this next one. Again, I want y'all to keep in mind that these women all sound alike. It don't matter their skin color. It don't matter ethnicity.
No, that's
these women all are sounding alike. But there are one set of women who aren't getting married at all. Nobody wants to marry them. It's not a knock. This is what's happening. Why? Why is it that the women that I'm like a woman, like I'm about to show you, I'll be real with y'all, right? My second wife kind of looks like her, okay? Or when she was younger, not now, when she was younger, okay? Check this out. And my first wife had honey brown eyes, and she had the Halle Berry cut from back in the day, right? So just so y'all know, if y'all don't know, like my first wife was black, my second wife was white. My second wife was white. But anyway, they all sound alike, bro. Serious.
No, that shit has to be at least $500,000.
$500,000 for a wedding ring? That's unrealistic. You could buy a house with $500,000.
Okay, but like it's just about the scale. Like I'm not doing this shit for funsies. Like I don't want a realistic man. I don't want like standard expectations. Like I need Bill Gates. I need like billionaires. Like I don't want to be with somebody where they can't just go out, buy a Lambo, buy a Bugatti, buy a Pagani, and it dent their bank account. You know what I mean? Like I need to be with someone like Dubai rich. Because if they're not Dubai rich, then you're not.
Oh,
like, Miami rich is like, you're disgusting.
She nasty. She want that Dubai rich. She looking for sheiks to take a shit on her, man. Woo, nasty.
Yeah.
Like you're not shit.
Peasants.
So, peasants. Yeah. So $500,000 or I'm not even considering.
No. Okay. Good point.
Yeah.
Listen how they talk. Listen, seriously. Listen how they talk. This is how our sisters sound right now. This is how black women sound. Oh, he ain't gonna drop 30,000 on the ring. I can't even talk to him. Yeah, Black Dev, exactly, man. Yet she probably doesn't have it. She is not all of that. She is not all that. What'd you say? You know she been flued out. Bro, Frank. She been flued out. If she know about that Dubai rich, okay, you know. Y'all thought R. Kelly was nasty. That dude, them Dubai dudes be doing. Whew. Man, y'all heard them Dubai stories, man. Them girls. That's how you get stories like two girls, one cup, like stuff like that. That's what happened when you have money, too much money for too long that you don't even know you don't know how to do normal shit no more. You're just bored. You've had everything for so long, right? Same game, same script, just different players. At least us gents are now watching from the sidelines and having a good laugh. Exactly. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Bro, we just be entertained. Bro, it's entertaining at this point. Man, if y'all don't let none of them mess you up. Even me and my girl just laugh at this crap now, bro. It's funny. It's delusionally funny. Okay, it's delusionally funny. First of all, it's kind of like some women make you go, how can you be so stupid? And some be like, oh baby, who taught you that? And some are like, I just wish you shut the hell up. Right? Like, it's just, the reactions vary, man. The reactions just vary. I just find it all comical now, man. She got pit bull face. Look, man, look. There might be some people that find her pretty, but I am telling you right now, people she is not billionaire pretty. I'm telling you. She's not. I'm looking close up. This woman is like a bad drug trip. She is getting drunk and pissing on herself on the dance floor. She's that woman. Broke chick witchcraft. Exactly. Donald says, they all say, I am not like them other women's when they just like them. That's my whole point, y'all. That has been my whole point. I seriously need more popcorn and the ganja. That's right. All right, let's move on. I'm telling y'all, again, when y'all listen to this, again, take the color out of it. These women are all sounding the same now. Again, why is it that these women are still getting married at a higher rate? See what I'm saying? They all say the same shit.
Are you single or married?
They're all saying the same stuff. But when it comes to black women, they're the ones the least married. Like, if you're listening to this and you're a woman, particularly a black woman, but if you're listening, how is that possible? How does those stats change when y'all all sound alike? Something's different. Y'all fell for the okie doke. You fell for the okie doke. You thought it wasn't you. You thought it didn't apply. You think you're better than your own men. I'm just saying. Something's wrong with that, man. That's what I'm trying to show y'all tonight. Again, on a serious note, that's what I'm trying to show y'all tonight.
Are you single or married?
Kind of single.
Kind of single?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I recently broke up with someone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, why?
Because like a few months ago, it was our anniversary. After
Be right back, y'all.
He took me for dinner. It was a nice restaurant, but he just paid for the dinner around like $2,000.
Wait, so let me see if I understand. You broke up with this man after being with him for a year. 1 year, because he took you to a restaurant and only paid $2,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Did he get you anything?
Yeah, just normal gift around like approximately price was like $5,000.
So a $5,000 gift, $2,000 dinner.
Yeah,
that wasn't enough.
No, we have been for 1 year together. I expected more. You know, I'm a woman.
What did you get him?
Me.
You got him you.
Yes.
You. And
I'm
he
the
got
best gift for him, for his life, you know?
Okay. See, this is what these dudes be talking about because you're terrible. That's horrible.
I'm not.
He probably thought he was doing something really sweet, really special, and you just...
We have been together for 1 year. At least he needed like spend like $10,000 for me.
We're cooked as women, for sure.
We are
That's
women.
it. Goodbye. Horrible.
I don't know how real these conversations really are, right? Because this woman kind of does these, she does these little podcasts. She's really good at what she do. The other part to it is that obviously she's wearing these little revealing clothing and whatever, okay? So I know it's all game. But let's just take what everything that was said on face value. Don't we hear black women talk like this about dudes? He didn't get me this, and he should have done this for me. Well, what did you do for him? I ain't did nothing. The one thing that the woman with the pink on, she got right, is when she said this shit right here. Right?
See, this is what these dudes be talking about, because you're terrible.
Yes.
That's horrible.
I'm not.
He probably thought he was doing something really sweet, really special, and you just...
We have been together for 1 year. At least he needed spend 10,000 for me.
We're cooked as women, for sure.
Yeah, y'all are cooked. Y'all are cooked because more and more men, ladies, the statistics say it, more and more men, including the 6 feet plus tall men, the men making over 6 figures, all the things y'all looking for. Those dudes watch channels like this and other channels and other guys that are out here putting out good information, the other channels that take the time, to put in the statistics and all these things. Men have been watching this. That's why the black woman in the very first clip that I played, or one of the first clips I played, said that she believes that the fringe red pill is a fringe. Most of us are just, okay, this is the same stuff that your big brother would have told you. This is the same stuff that your uncle would have told you. This is the same stuff your daddy would have told you had he not left your mom. Hey, yo, Barbara, this is Richie. I ain't never coming home no more, so take it easy, eh? Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. Yes, I saw this too, man. Thank you. 10K flat earth body chick. I was thinking the same thing. Like, how you gonna be asking for 10,000? Ma'am. Them tatas is flat. Them you built like a schoolboy with a little bit of an estrogen intake. Just saying. God dang. This is not to knock my women that got little small tatas, right? She basically skinny. There ain't nothing. She just skin and bones. Oh. Frank laughed at it, flat earth body. I don't have my notebook. I would have wrote that one down. I'm stealing that shit. I gotta steal that one. I gotta say that shit in at least one video. Flat earth body. Damn. If anything, the interviewer would get that 10K. At least she stacked. Bro, Black Dev, say that for the cheap seats. Frank said, if it's transactional, I should be getting way more for my money. Yo, man, there ain't no thickness there, nothing, bro. Yeah, hold on, let me go to this one first. No reciprocation whatsoever. Miz is laughing. Miz is laughing at it. Alias Don Waters. Elias Don Waters. It's a damn shame. I'm 66, and all the BS coming out of women's mouths hasn't changed. Thank you for sharing that with us. See, that's what I'm saying. See, I'm glad you said that, Elias. I'm glad you said that. Let me tell you why I'm glad you said that. If you saying that, sir, if you saying that, and nothing has changed, why is it our women are saying these things and they're getting the worst outcomes? They're the least married. Black women, are you listening to me right now? Okay? All seriousness. No more jokes right now. For at least a moment. This comment right here. You are getting the worst outcomes. this little flat earth body woman is still going to find a husband. Somebody going to marry that. You know why they're going to marry that? I'll prove it to you in a few seconds. Hold up. I'll prove it to you right here. I'm going to tell you why.
I recently broke up with someone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, why?
Because like a few months ago, it was our anniversary after 1 year.
You know what? She may be a flat earth body, but you know what? When she get her shit together and realize that unless she waits too late, I think she'll be fine. You know why? Because she'll realize, ooh, that was a bad look. Dudes didn't like that. Somebody will say, you know what? Love the accent. I'm into flat earth body women. And they're going to marry her because she will adjust her personality to get a man. Now, there's a 50% chance she might leave. Actually, it's more than 50% chance, or there's a 50% chance she'll leave. 70% that she'll initiate it. But somebody will hear that accent and they'll be like, you know what? That makes my Peter rise. Makes my Peter rise. Yes. All right? Somebody will marry her. Somebody will get with her. But our women, their marriage rates are going down. There's a problem with that. And if y'all don't see a problem with that, I don't have to tell you. Yeah, sun shines. If you throw it up in the air, it'll turn to sunshine. Yeah, that's exactly it. Thank you for knowing that one. Black women don't want to be married. They don't want to be wives. And that's it. How much do you want to be a wife? How much do they want to be wives? Are they willing to do what's necessary? And that's a lot what we talk about on these types of channels. That's literally what we're talking about. Change this and you'll up your chances of getting a man who will want to be your husband. I would say husband, but who definitely will want to be with you and commit. Change this, this, and this, and you up your chances above all these other women, these 168 million other women. You've upped your chance. Well, half of them married. So 80 something million, 88 point, or 80, 168. So 184, whatever. Okay. You're going to up your chances. 85 million women. Going to up your chances above those women. But y'all don't want to hear that shit. I'm wrong for talking about this. Stop telling us about ourselves. No, because I want to help the women who want to know about it. And I'm talking about this with the gents. You don't like what I'm saying? Get off the goddamn channel. No, watch it. Shit. Now listen. We only have we only have 3 more clips left. Now check that out, y'all. Tell me y'all ain't heard this shit before. Tell me y'all ain't heard this next clip. Gents, I swear to you. I'm trying to set it up without giving it away. Tell me y'all ain't heard this before.
At this point in my life, because I'm grown, my person already has to have their shit together. They just do. I can't be there for you while you're trying to make it. You already have to have made it at this point in my life. And before you get on my head talking about, oh, what do you bring to the table though? Baby, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and repeat after me. I am not a real man. A real man is not worried about what a woman brings to the table. He realizes that the woman is the table, the prize. And a lot of you are confused and you think that you are the prize, but baby, you are blindsided by your own self because that is not reality.
Gents, y'all heard that before. And I'm gonna put, there's a comment right here. P. Williams, waiting at the finish line mentality. I have literally played a clip like this with black women. I need a guy who already got his shit together. I want y'all to hear this again, real quick. There's something I want to highlight.
Be there for you while you're trying to make it.
Right there.
I can't be there for you while you're trying to make it. You already have to have made it.
I cannot be with you if you're already trying to make it. For my young men who might be listening, no smart woman is going to say this shit out loud. But I'm going to tell you that if you ever are with someone and you feel that their actions isn't helping you make it to where you're trying to be, just leave. You can warn them. Hey, I don't feel like you're helping me get to where I need to be at. See what her reaction is. If she's not willing to say, hey, look, what do you mean? What can I do? What can I do to help you? If she don't have that mentality, you got to go. I'm telling you, do not waste your time. Well, Sean, she's so pretty and she does this, blah, blah, blah. Y'all may not think that a dude would say that shit, but I have a buddy and we've had this conversation. It's a video I need to eventually make. He might even watch this shit at some point. I don't know. But this buddy stayed with a woman for way too long because he didn't think he can do any better because it was convenient at the moment. My friend is older than me by like 10 years. Okay? So I get it. He's older. When am I going to find somebody young and pretty that wants to deal with me? But like, yo, is she really dealing with you or is she putting up with you? Right? Like y'all ain't really did nothing and you've been with her for like a year and a half, 2 years. I'm not trying to throw my buddy under the bus. My point of the matter of bringing this up is some of us settle because we think it's the best that we can do. And that's a shame. You shouldn't have to feel that way. It's kind of what I put in that video that I made the other day about being a man, about manhood that women don't understand. And too many men, I applaud you because you're doing something. But then again, and listen, I don't want y'all to be alone. Like, we were not meant to be alone. As much as we can talk shit about Adam and Eve in the garden and all like that, even God recognized that Adam should not be alone. My point isn't to like bash women so that you all are alone. My point is to point out the behaviors and the attitudes and the thought processes, and for you not to put up with it for like 2-3 years or get married and deal with it, and then you end up in divorce or you end up losing all your money or you end up homeless. All the things that I told you guys I have been through. There was a lot of nuggets I put in that last video, man. A lot of nuggets. And if you listen to that last video I put up about being a man and manhood, I don't care what the hell this woman looks like. She will never be able to walk into your presence. Because if you need her, this woman, this type of woman, you need her, you can't let her go. you deal with this shit, something's wrong with you that you feel you got to put up with this shit. You don't have enough self-worth or self-respect for you to tell this woman, go kick rocks. Preston, give me a rhyme or something on that. Kick rocks, loony baloney in delusional city. Give me something, bro. Go tell her to do that. Go tell her to do that. Will it, you know, you gave a part of yourself, you're going to, it hurts a little bit, you're going to be alone for a little bit, okay. But it is better to be alone on the top of that roof in a corner of it than to deal with this right here. And that was my point. That's my point about the manhood video, about having enough self-respect so that you're not dealing with anything that these women throw in front of you or put out. And a real woman is going to value that in you. A real woman is going to value that you have some self-respect, because it's a trait of being a man. But this woman here, man, these type of women's like this, man, seriously.
This point in my life. And before you get on my head talking about, oh, what do you bring to the table though? Baby, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and repeat after me. I am not a real man.
Did y'all pick up the significance of that portion of the video clip? That's why it's toward the end. Because I'm about to land this plane. I'm about to land this plane. If you remember my last video, I talked about in the opening, I personally got on camera and said one of the things that Kevin Samuels warned us about was women shaming men, using sign language. Shame, insult, guilt need to be right. And this woman decided to get on let me put mine in front of, decided to get on camera with the microphone. Let me make sure my microphone is in the camera shot. Decided to get on the microphone. You see it's all in front of her face? Decided to get on the mic and tell you that you are not the prize. She is the table. She is the prize. And then use shaming tactics to tell you that if you don't listen to her because she has whatever it is, she don't have to prove her value. I'm just so pretty that if you don't believe what I'm telling you, you're not a man. And think about the theme of my last video, gents. Think about the theme of it. I told y'all I don't do this. Everything was on, everything. All my last 10 videos have been on purpose. Even the ones that didn't do so well. They all stack on each other, man. I literally just said this shit in the video. That they use shame against you, tell you that you're not a man if you don't do what they want, if you don't do what they want you to do. I literally just made the video, the very last video I made. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it. I literally just talked about this shit. Your manhood is not contingent upon her beauty that's only going to last 10 more years. And from my perspective, she might got these little blue eyes and whatever, but I can't. There's a lot of makeup going on. A lot of makeup. She's about this close to hitting my man meter. Y'all know what my man meter is? the man meter is when they wear too much makeup and I just assume you're a man. She's like, damn near assume she's a man. But I will tell you, she did hit my 0 meter. You know what that is? It's when a very beautiful woman or a pretty woman or any woman opens up her mouth and she has no empathy, sympathy, cocky, full of herself, no accountability, and she opens her mouth, 0. I don't care what the hell she was on Kevin Samuels. Oh, she's you. What do you rate yourself? Fresh face out of the shower. You can't use a 7. 0. This woman is a 0 on my meter. I would probably be more attracted butt naked out in the Arctic looking at a polar bear than I would a woman with this type of mentality. Zero. I feel nothing. Do not let these type of women get in your head. That's my point. These are the type of women that are messing it up for the women who are actually looking for good men out there. Because everybody assumes all women are like that and they're not.
You're so sweet. It's
But you think we're having dating problems? You think we're the only ones having dating problems? Nah, son. Dating issues are going all over. That's why we have people from all over the world watching this channel. You think we're the only ones? You have women talking about, you saw what the last woman said. I'm going to show you what this dude recorded on his date. Hell, actually, I think I have enough clips now just to show you what's going on these dates. Maybe I don't. That's a good video idea. You might see this clip again in the future so I can have enough clips to make the video. But check this out. Polar bears are vicious as hell, man. Even the big women got attitudes these days. Oh my good. Man meter. Makeup, contact lenses, or witchcraft. Her speech is spell casting. I like it. Man, Frank. And I'm gonna catch this one. Shannon says, I can even understand the pretty women feeling entitled about ABD. I don't agree with it, but you got some of the most facially challenged women spewing the same stuff, and that blows my mind. Okay, y'all have said a few things. Hold on, I'm gonna read this one. Damned if we do and damned if we don't. Is there any in between? No, there isn't. Oh, okay, and okay. Gotcha. This one right here, Devin, man, great seeing you, man. Thank you for being here. Even the big women got attitudes. It's funny, I've made a number, I told y'all, like, I make folders of what my upcoming videos might be. And this is one of my folders right here. I don't think it says about attitude, but the video clip that I took out today is actually gone into that video folder. And since y'all have been here this long, Ziggy, office light off. Sorry about that, y'all. I do not know exactly what happened. All right. I'll let y'all in on my folder of upcoming potential videos, just so y'all know that we all be on the same page, man. We really do. I told y'all, I listen to y'all comments and I think about, okay, yeah, some of what I make is based on what's out there, but I don't necessarily make videos based on what's popular out there. Those never do well for me, believe it or not. What does well for me is when I talk about the things that need to get talked about. And I'm able to create a dynamic story with it. That's where my videos do well. Check this out though, y'all. I gotta show you this. Now, mind you, this is a date. Okay, this is a date. I'm gonna put myself at the bottom corner here.
You're so sweet. It's crazy because like right after we matched, I got kicked out of my house. And do you live alone?
I don't want to answer that.
Really? Okay. We don't have to. It's just, you know, if you're ever looking for a roommate, you know where to find me, but I can't. But
That's okay.
it's okay. It's okay. So what was your name? Mike. Cool.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to probably edit this part of the video out in the future, but because there's music in it. But literally, let me put this back up on her. This woman, this woman literally said that she didn't have a place to stay. On a date, first date, asked this dude about finding a place to stay and didn't even remember that his name was Mike. This shit is not, it's happening to men, no matter what your color, it's happening to all men right now, man. This is craziness, man. This is crazy. This is craziness. It's crazy. Like, she's definitely a 0 to a moldy sandwich hero snorting too much loony blow. Yo, man. Bro, this woman was scamming for a place to live. And hear me out. Hear me out. Shit is tough out there, y'all. I've stated this. It's tough out there. It's tough out there on men and women. Okay? This economy ain't right. Shit is not right. Okay? And maybe that's a whole nother video I need to make in the future. Okay? But I don't blame this woman for trying to find an opportunity. Right? Like, we are still people and creatures of habit and all are trying to survive. I get it. But it's hard to not imagine if some people would have made better choices at certain points in their life, would they be in this situation where you gotta pretty much beg your Tinder date or Hinge date to see if he got a place for you to stay? Just saying. Devin, man, thank you so much, man, for being tonight's first sponsor. She wants his money, not remember his name. The nerve. Yeah, that's exactly it, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. Let me update the banner. Thank you so much for this, man. Seriously. There we go. Devin is our first I think I spelled your name wrong, man. I'll fix it if I have to fix it, but all right, I think we are good. Did I get it right? Heck yeah, I did it. All right, we're good. AB, thank you for being here. She's definitely one to avoid. Obviously, she has little to nothing to bring to the table. Absolutely. he would never get her out of his place if he was dumb enough to let her move in. See, that's the other thought too, man. Like, yo, like, even if you felt like, well, I'm gonna help her out. The same thing. Remember that buddy I told you about that felt like, oh, he could. I was like, hey, bro, man, let her go. You could do better, or you don't have to deal with this. Not only was it because he felt like he couldn't do better, but she moved in and he didn't know how to get her out. He already met her family and shit. That ought to tell you she's staying with him. It's a long story. You know what? That might be a members only video right there. So I can explain, because there's some aspects I need to explain. You know what I mean? That I can't explain right now over this live stream. But it's a good lesson on what not to do. My slime ball meter is going off. I got you, brother. Miz say, see, I got to learn how to suss them out earlier in chatting phase. I be chatting on dating apps trying to find the BS. Yeah. I think it's hard because let's be real about something. If you're on a dating app, it's been a while since I've been on one, but if you're on a dating app, you're just trying, especially if you know the statistics, you're just trying to get it to the next phase. You're trying to get it so you can meet with this person to even have this conversation. That's most men's problem. Women have all these options and they only select a small percentage. And then for men, even like men that get hits, you know, like on dating apps, your numbers is like nothing compared to like a woman's ability to find it. So I can almost understand why men are careful about what they say on dating apps, because you don't want to mess up the potential opportunity just to even meet each other. Hell, just to even get past the chatting phase in the dating app. Try to get to a phone number so you can talk enough to even talk about going on a date. The percentages are not in any man's favor. Is that the definition of delusional, playing hopscotch? She can definitely kick rocks and F off, says the walking brain rot. She is doing something stranger for some change. Yeah. That's how you get lined up and set up for a negative future. Exactly. That's exactly why you don't let in walking street hoochies and diseased up kooky floozies. Oh, Mike, man, good seeing you, baby. What's that? Dating apps have expanded a woman's hypergamy. Back in the day before the internet, it was local. Now it's global. Yep. And so every woman thinks she's global now. Yep. Going from pen pals to dating apps. Yep. You guys are all right, man. You guys all know about it. Anyway, that's what's going on out there, man. All right. Now listen, here's the last clip of the night, and then we'll get up out of here. We'll keep it right around the 2-hour mark. I'll catch some more comments and we'll get up out of here.
Listen.
So the last clip of the night, y'all. We always be talking about like, okay, so I got a lot of flack. Obviously, if you just got here or you haven't been here since the beginning, one of the things that I talked about earlier was how like I'll show you real quick. I can do two things at one time. Let's see. A lady wrote me a comment earlier, and she didn't like me talking about single mom. Right? She was upset that your boy was calling out not all single moms, but I was calling out a faction of single moms. Okay? This is what that looked like right here. Okay? Right? So this woman tried to shame men and say we wouldn't do a better job of being fathers, which is statistically untrue. And we love to criticize the other parent, and this, that, and the third, right? And I still stay on, I still conclude that you have a lot of women of all races that are messed up right now. There is a lot that's wrong in the society. And I will say that I personally don't believe that nothing is being done. I don't care what you believe. You can say I'm wrong. Nothing is being done. Nothing. Not even right now. As of March 26th, that's going to make anything better. It's only going to make things worse. Things are only going to get worse, which might work out, but I'm saying there's no efforts to change anything. Okay? Because when you look at the profit motive, there's no, why am I going to give you the cure for cancer when there's more profit in the disease? Why am I going to do something to help men out when I'm making all this money off of women? Why do I want to fix the system when I'm making money off of people's despair? Do you understand? Somebody said this shit earlier. Matrix Uncut. I didn't miss that comment. Got to think bigger than what's going on. Bigger than this red pill. I didn't consider myself red pill. But bigger than this manosphere situation. It's bigger than that. It's all divide and conquer. When you look at it from that profit and motive, you realize everybody is getting okie doked. If you're not a billionaire, you're getting okie doked. But again, the parallels in tonight's video is to show you that all women are going through this. All women have toxicity. And if this video don't show you that, we listen, but we don't judge. Here we go.
We listen, but we don't judge.
Okay, we listen and we don't judge. My
I need a drink for
daddy's
this.
facing 20 years for beating me.
Whoa!
He also beat me.
Damn, that nigga Mayweather? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. 20 years?
He also beating her and me. Yes, sir.
What was going on? Like, how do we even get here?
I didn't want to be with him. I didn't want to be with him.
Wait, I thought it was yours. Y'all both got the same baby daddy?
Baby daddy, but he was my ex-boyfriend, so he beat me and then beat her after.
Wow.
God damn it. You can't make this shit up. Yo. No, it ain't. Hey, Shannon, that ain't. Bro, that is not unpopular. Judgment is absolutely necessary. I told y'all when 2025 hit, I said I'm bringing shame back in 2025. I didn't lie. Oh, that shit is coming. I can't even read that shit, Preston, but you're right. I can't even read it. Miz, right? It was her ex-boyfriend, her friend's baby daddy, and dude pretty much Mayweather, but he pretty much Mayweathered both of them. So, gents, when I get these type of comments, okay? When I get these type of comments from women who think they actually saying some shit to me, you had a woman in that last clip that took on her friend's ex-boyfriend and had a baby with him. And then he whipped both their asses. Yo. And then you come on here and say, y'all love to criticize the only parent that stayed to do the hard work, failing to acknowledge how stressful this may be. Men know it's stressful, that's why we routinely leave. Y'all are sleeping with the lowest of the low men. You all are letting the least common denominator be divided inside of you. Like the math reference? Like that? Anyway. Okay? You all are making the dumbest ass decisions. I stand by my words 1,000%. You all do not know how to pick men. That is why us men used to vet men for women. Because we're going to size the dude up. Y'all don't know how to do that. Y'all go by y'all feelings. Oh, tee-hee-hee, he's over 6 feet tall. Tee-hee-hee, he bought me this. Tee-hee-hee, he make me tangle. Girl, he did this. Girl, he dropped the baby fist on my head the other night. So, yo, this is nothing. None of this shit, none of the criteria that you hear women talk about on picking men is anything substantial. The only thing y'all, he got to make this much. He got to put a $500,000 ring on my finger. Like, yo, this don't make good dudes. This still make it where that dude could whip your ass later. And y'all don't care. Ladies do not care. And I wish I could say what I really want to say on this damn thing, but I can't. But I've just seen stuff to just know that women just don't give a shit. So, gents, that's why it's so important to have your shit straight. There are more of them than there are of us. And not just here in the States, but around the world. And if you're doing what you're supposed to do, keep doing what you're supposed to do. And like I said in my last video, man, or at least I tried to relate through clips, but yo, don't settle, man. Do not settle. Do not think like, oh, I'm gonna be alone. That's women talk, man. Look, men, we as men feel that way, right? Us as men don't want to be alone either. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. We don't want to be alone either. Right? We don't want to be alone either. But man, the recovery, the amount of recovery that a man has to do from a messed up situation than a woman. See, a woman can always find another man after you to take care of her. But when a woman strip you of some shit, you got to build up again, bro. You know, all your acorns you had, you've been stacking up. They take all them acorns. You got to build all them shit up again. Now, you might know how to do it, but it still takes the most valuable resource that you have away from you, and that's time. You can't get that goddamn time back. Women can monkey branch to the next dude like this and not skip a beat. Monkey branch to the next dude, they got more money than you had. You know, I swear there was another clip I had. I'm going to show you something real quick. Let me rearrange this thing, my folders, let's go descending. So I want to show y'all something real quick because I told y'all I would share the back end with you guys. That's my folder, and This is everything that I've done or plan to do in 2025. Okay. And some of this, I'll make it small. Y'all don't need to read all the back end of that shit. But one of the things that y'all talked about, I wrote, there's a working titles, okay? If you don't have a date by, it's a working title. Why do overweight B-dubs overvalue themselves? Okay? Working title, it's not the one. We're going to talk about some marriage stuff. There's actually a black woman, that's one of the titles here. There's actually a black woman that says we need to bring back shaming. Which one of y'all just said that about the shaming thing? Right here, Shannon did. Unpopular judgment is absolutely necessary. Well, guess what? I actually have a video folder ready for that. Okay? And then I got the one that was going to be part of this video today, but I'm not going to make that video today. That's probably going to be my Friday video. But a black man warns, leave all the baddies alone. Now, you kind of saw today, some of those clips was going to be in there today, but I have a whole new set of clips I'm going to use for that one. Okay? And it's Friday, so I'm going to try to make it a fun video. Okay? Anyway, my point being is I want to show y'all that I actually try to think ahead on what I want to do. Now, just because you saw it in that folder don't mean that's the video I'm going to make. But just want y'all to know that I do try to plan ahead for you guys. And I try to, it doesn't always work, but sometimes I try to make the videos like stack on each other so that like the themes fit, like it's progressing to the next discussion. And sometimes that doesn't work out, but whatever. Let's catch some of these comments. We'll get up out of here. Let's see where I'm at. He doesn't want to be with you either, lady. I work hard to guide my daughters in a different direction than this. Yeah, I do too, but at this point, my daughters know my expectations. And I tell them, look, if I die today, I've given you all the knowledge to be successful. I'm now of the opinion that if my daughters need me, I'll be there the best I can, but I'm not going to hold their hand or coddle them because of their mom holding me and keeping me back, there's time that we lost. Now, I still got to relate to them what I think and my beliefs and my philosophies and blah, blah, blah. But then there's still part of them that went through periods of being isolating or rebellious. And that's the part that I can't fix. I can't fix what I tried to fix, right? Like I tried to get y'all, I asked y'all to come move with me. I did all these things. Y'all chose not to. So now you have to live with the consequences of your actions. And because of that, I have a hands-off approach now. It's kind of like you can't go back to being a little girl, and I can't go back to that time that we didn't have. So I have to let you learn to fly on your own. And that's why I'm like hands off right now. I know that was kind of deep, or went too deep in that, but there's a reason I discussed that. Damn, we live in a fictional world. Yes, we do. AB says, never agree to accept bad conduct without judgment. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Yep. So she got with her friend's ex after he knowingly whipped on her homegirl? Bruh. That's a chick game to admit something without consequences. Yep. Y'all ever watch The Twilight Zone? Love The Twilight Zone. Love The Twilight Zone. More like Littlehead. Bring on the pick-me's. Right? That's because mentally a lot of women are like 14 years old. So what I said earlier, I have to let my daughters kind of fall on their face because it was up to them. They would continue to live in being young girls. And so I have to let them know that I'm here without being here, if that makes sense. Because it's not helping them. I did everything I could And then I start seeing them wanting to regress to being young girls. I'm like, I can't do it. Y'all need to fall on your own face for a little bit. Everything with me is a lesson. Even when I do it on here, same thing I do with my kids, man. Is everything's a lesson. Everything's to teach you to be better than me. You don't have to do exactly what I do, but be better than me. And then teach your kids to be better than you. And then teach them to teach their kids to be better than them. And if every generation does that and have that mentality, we would all be doing better. TSG, they try anything to see what they can get away with and what a man will tolerate. Absolutely. It's called AB, is a shit test, right? So when you pull a shit test on me, like, and I realize it, I don't play those games. I don't. I have low tolerance for people shit testing me. Say what you want. Say what you mean. Say what you want. Say what you mean. You know? He gave the Pookie-licious demon seed to a woman called... Preston. Women are professional manipulators, complaining, gaslighting, shaming, blaming, shifting, guilt tripping. Yeah. They can't stop that. They don't have to do it to that extent, but I'm saying that it's a part of them because it was always a defense mechanism, right? I save more money when I'm single. Y'all heard about, thank you, Devin. Y'all heard the video that's going out now? I didn't make a video on it because I'm like, I incorporate certain themes into my videos. Like people made videos about Anthony Mackie saying manhood, masculinity was down. And instead of me saying, hey, I'm going to talk about Anthony Mackie, I infuse Anthony Mackie's thought process into a bigger video about masculinity. See what I'm saying? So right here, there's this video going around about men save more money when they're single. Women save more money when they're in relationships. Y'all heard about that shit? And it's crazy. It's a crazy thought process, ain't it? That's why sometimes, ladies, for you ladies that are listening, sometimes that's why it's important for your man to kind of have time to himself. Because that time when your man is by himself, if he's, actively using it, men need that time to be able to think out their next move and to think about it outside of that pressure of you being around. Because we'll put you first, and we'll sometimes put you before the things that we need to do. And when that happens, sometimes it can set a man back. And you should never want to do that. You should always want to see your man progress. And if you're setting your man back, it's time to reevaluate how you're contributing to that, especially if you have shared or like goals. Okay? That's why you demand a woman to do and pay her fair share. Then you don't lose your acorns. Exactly. Exactly all the shit I was talking about. Devin agrees. I seriously rather be alone and deal with broken estrogen chromosome. What the hell, man? Oh, thank you. We were here all night. Men need to define exactly what they want and what to avoid. I'll start. AB, back to something I said earlier. One of the things that I think as men that we need to do, and that real men do, is that we set the tone from the beginning. We tell women exactly what it is we want, what our expectations are. And if a woman isn't willing to deal with that, then you let her walk. But the worst thing you can do is lie in the beginning because you're trying to get a woman. And then as time goes on, that woman is finding out that you aren't who you said you are, or you don't keep your word the way you do. You say you do. And that's kind of why I put that in that masculinity video the other day about men keeping their word, because that's what we do. So that's why I felt in the beginning to tell my woman, like, hey, this is who I am. This is what you should expect. I told her in the beginning, hey, look, I got a couple screws loose, okay? I'm a little crazy, right? Not in a bad way, but, like, yo, couple screws loose. Can you handle that? I said, you've seen the most of it, okay? But she was like, yeah. Now it's one of the things she loved about me because I think I'm boring, right? I do things a certain way all the time. But the unpredictableness of me, my personality at times, is what makes her feel like, keeps me on my toes because I never know what he gonna say. I don't know what to expect, And so it works. But that's why as men, we need to be upfront about who we are, what we want, what we expect, what our goals. And this is why I tell us, find your purpose so you can say, this is what my purpose is. This is what my goals are. And when someone comes in your life, you can tell them straight on, this is what I'm doing. Can you deal with that? No, then you know to walk on. I don't care what she looked like. Sean, no, I always wanted this girl. I always wanted Beyonce. If Beyonce can't get on your program, you need to let her walk. Period. I don't know about Batty, but walking leftovers on stale Cookie Street. All right, now the rhymes is coming on. Devin says, women can easily leave, so men should never invest much monetarily, emotionally, nor their time. This is a conversation that I don't want to have on here, but I agree and I disagree. There's no easy way to talk about this, what you're saying here. And I might have said it on my members only before, but I agree and I disagree with this statement. I understand why you wrote it. Totally understand. But I think there's more nuance to it, if that makes sense. There's some nuance to it. Many modern women are untrustworthy, irrational, emotionally unstable, unrealistic, unfair, disrespectful, dishonest, disloyal, narcissistic, self-absorbed, selfish, uncaring, unloving. God dang. Require the opposite of women. They need to be attractive, fit, feminine, intelligent. I respect intelligence in my woman. I really do. Of course, you can never fix something that's already broken. Kind, caring, loving. That as well, too. I'm in the same boat. Yeah. Avoid women who don't respect, appreciate men, or even despise, hate men. I agree. Don't understand to understand men. Don't have any desire to be genuinely equal partner in a building. Yeah. Avoid women who bring little to nothing to a man's life. My daughter is good, but she don't listen to reason like her mama. Yeah, like, listen, into the deep, a lot of us are experiencing that with our daughters nowadays, right? It's like that rebellious spirit is in all these women today, even the younger women. Now, listen, do my daughters respect me? I think they absolutely do. I think they respect my opinion. I think that they're young, so they don't always understand that I'm thinking 5 moves ahead. If I tell them something or, I'm giving them some advice, they don't understand. I don't say one thing and expect you to take one step. I'm telling you how to take 5 steps. They haven't learned it yet. Or they haven't learned to think like I think in terms of how to make moves. I don't try to make one move. I try to make at least 2 to 3 moves, right? Like chess. Again, I think ahead. I shoot pool. So I don't think like I'm going to hit this ball in. Oh, I think like, how can I run the table? Every time I look at the table, I look at how can I run the table? That's the way I play pool, right? So, and we as men have to think that way. I don't expect them to fully think that way, but we as men have to think that way. If that makes sense. Always remember your time is valuable. Avoid all women who are not worth the time, effort, or risk. Time is the most valuable asset that we all have. And that's the way I look at everything. Thank you, Preston. I appreciate that. I agree. A man does not need to set his expectations, but he needs to first know what he needs, want, and won't tolerate. That's why I listen to things that I listen above. Gotcha. Military does that, bro. Touche. You got me. We all have walk-in schoolers. We just misunderstood with it. Yep. Crazy today is relative. Yes, it is. Actually, he's definitely telling the truth, brother. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's get up out of here. Thank y'all for being here today. We'll be back out. I should have a video out Friday. I don't know, probably sometime around 4 to 5 p.m. The reason why sometimes the videos come out late, right? I try to get a video out on Monday, and I try to get a video out on Friday. If the videos come out late, it's because the editing might take a little bit longer or whatever, but I am trying to stay on my schedule. Okay, I'm trying to stay on my schedule. And then every now and then I might throw another video in. If I can get a video out tomorrow and Friday, I'm probably going to try to do it. But it's already getting late, and I got so much work to do. Jesus Christ, I got so much work to do. So I'm probably going to just going to put the video out Friday because I want to take time to be able to work on it and get the clips right. Y'all love the way I edit. Well, it takes time. It takes a day and a half to 2 days, right? So I need all the time I can get. Oh, AB, thank you. Appreciate you. Donald says wealth disparity comparably. Yeah. Ex-architect, thank you very much. Do black women prevent black men from being fathers? Absolutely not. Let's back this up. Father. I think that's a problem with all women, right? The system is too set up for women to use fatherhood or a man's desire to be a father as a weapon. This has nothing to do with race. Absolutely nothing. This is happening. Listen, my second wife told me she would not do some of the things that my first wife did. And she still, every now and then, she will do exactly the same things the first woman did. And it's all an attempt to try to control me or attempt to get back at me or whatever. Doing the exact same shit that you promised me. Matter of fact, you saw what she was doing and you're still doing the shit. They can't help themselves, man. So it's not a black woman thing. This is to me, this is a modern woman problem. Where is it most pronounced by percentage? By preventing black men from being a father or preventing men from being fathers? You should make clips and shorts too. I don't do shorts on the channel because what I found is when I do shorts, I feel like it takes away from the long form. I tried to do shorts on the channel again, and every time I do shorts, the views on the channel for the long form content drop significantly. So there is a TSG Uncut TikTok channel, and a lot of the videos get turned into shorts on there. So I have a social media manager, and she does my TikTok and she does my Instagram, and she does right here at TSG_Uncut on Instagram. And then I'm TSG Uncut, I think all capital letters, on TikTok. So I do make shorts, you know, and my thought process was with the social medias is we may not do a lot of volume. I may not have a lot of subs or what have you. But the key is to get the logo and the branding out. And I promised my social media manager, I told her, I said, we need the brand to get out, right? We need that logo. that you see right there, we need that logo to be seen everywhere. And so I'm playing the long game. I told y'all I play chess. So I've been thinking this out for a long time. Preventing men from being fathers. Okay. I think that you see it in all communities. Again, you see it in all communities. I think it's easy to say because there's such a high amount of single mothers in the Black community that it's happening in the Black community. But all women use children as pawns. I've showed on this channel, hell, white men my age having their kids taken away. Hell, I served with this one guy and his wife divorced him and he had to go to court and he would get the paperwork and do it all himself. And I've just seen it all, man. And I don't really know if the percentages matter as much as it's happening, that you have men who want to be good fathers and they can't. They can't. Because you have women and using the kids as pawns, as leverage. In the movie The Green Mile, Michael Clark Duncan showed Tom Hanks a vision of what happened to those two little girls when Wild Bill had basically said, if you say anything, I'm going to kill her. And if you say anything, I'm going to kill her. And Michael Clark Duncan had told Tom Hanks as he was crying, he said, he used their love against them. He used their love against them. And I feel like modern women, some modern women, baby mama, single moms, are using the father's love and the kids' love of their father against them, and basically killing that bond or that dynamic. That's just my opinion. All right, I got to get up out of here, y'all. Let me catch a couple more of these comments. Most women manipulate and abuse. It's just fact. Child manipulation is just one instance of manipulation. Withholding relations is neglect, which is a form of abuse. I agree. Do you still have TSG Reacts? Yep, that channel is still there. I haven't put out any videos on it. I haven't used that channel because I have other things I've been working on. So it's just a lot of work. I have a lot of work. I want to use that TSG Reacts. You know what I should use? You know what? Preston, that's an excellent idea. You know what? I could literally use TSG Reacts and make that my shorts channel. That's what I should do. Thank you. Thank you, Preston. And now that my social media manager has been almost doing this for a year, she puts out about 40 clips a month. I have at least almost 400, hundreds of clips out there over the last almost year. She's been my social media manager. Hell, TSG Reacts now could be my shorts channel. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. But it just requires time. Donald says, Peeps got a gun today, young to old. What can you say? Yeah. That Ratchet City girl stuff got to go. Yeah. I'm going to talk about that in an upcoming video. So Donald says, kids need 2 cooperative parents for the best outcome. Any woman don't know that is dumb. Any woman who don't realize that her kid needs 2 parents and isn't doing everything she can to make that happen, that is abuse. That is her neglecting her child, to me, in my opinion. That's child neglect. Yes. We can use the term modern women, but no men have been more set back by their women than black men who leads the feminist culture. Black women. Yeah. Listen, I cannot deny that. I've kind of made that point tonight throughout the video that I made the point showing other women sounding just like, using clips where they sound exactly like our women do. Why? Because our women took it from them in the first place. And now they've ran with it, and our community is suffering the most from it. That's a problem. And I intend to make a video highlighting those differences soon enough. It's just going to take me a little time to find the opposing clip of each clip I showed y'all tonight. But when I do, please watch it. Please support that video. Even if you see the thumbnail of something you've seen before, click on that video, okay? Check out every video I make, because sometimes I might use old clips with new clips to prove a point, right? I'm playing chess, I'm telling you. This is exactly why we have broken homes, because the mother uses the children as pawns against the fathers wanting to do the right thing, but shame for doing just that. Absolutely. I get a lot of views from your vids. All good, man. All good. We all got to eat. I told you I ain't no hater. I'm good. We all doing our thing, baby. It's all good. All right, y'all. I got to get up out of here. I'm getting hungry. I'm 270 pounds, man. I'm just starving right now. I am starving. Jesus, I'm starving. Okay. All right, y'all. I will be back with a video soon enough. Look out for it. Should be out Friday about 4 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. I enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And we'll probably do a Friday night jam session sometime in the beginning of April. Okay? So we'll do another Friday night jam session. I promise y'all we do a Friday night jam session at least once a month. And that's where we get on here Friday night. We all have our little drink and just kick it laughing at these videos, okay? So hope you all will join me. I will see you soon. You all have a great night. And until next time, live your best life.